So a movie is coming out in a few days, and despite lackluster trailers, I'm putting all my faith in it. I'm of course talking about Suicide Squad. I'm Mr. Divery, and this is One Geek's Opinion. So I saw Batman v Superman: Dawn of Justice a while back, and I know there's a very loud minority who loved that film, but I joined the majority in disliking it. I don't know if it was better or worse than Man of Steel, but I guess it didn't bother me as much as Man of Steel because I was prepared for it this time.
You know, they say it's all downhill after the first kiss.
I'm pretty sure that only counts when you're kissing a human.
Ugh, I hate that scene so much. I did a literal spit take when I saw it. Everyone complains about the breaking of Zod's neck, but it's this scene that I gave up on the movie. Zod is on a rampage. Metropolis nearly destroyed. Superman must be able to hear the dead and dying all around him, and it's at this moment he decides to make out with a woman he barely knows. I will say this. I like Ben Affleck as Batman. If you remember, I did a whole video just on my thoughts on Batfleck. And for the most part, he exceeded my expectations of pulling off the role. Let me be clear, the character of Batman wasn't great here, but Affleck proved he could be a good Batman in a good movie. Also, so far I like Gal Gadot as Wonder Woman. They didn't give her much to do, but so far she hasn't ruined Wonder Woman. So what's the problem with the film? No, I didn't like Eisenberg as Lex Luthor, and Batman being a killing machine was a mess, and Martha, my mom's name is Martha, was pretty silly. All of that is bad, but none of it was the core problem. The core problem starts with the filmmakers don't like Superman. It was the problem with Man of Steel, and it's the problem here. Who is Superman? Well, duh, Clark Kent. But who is he really? Superman is the story of a godlike creature who comes to Earth, lives among us, and makes us better. This is not an original story, but what makes Superman a new version of this story is he didn't learn his morality from his godlike parents. He learned it from his human parents. Ma and Pa Kent taught him, sure, you have the power to take down an army, but we raised you to be good, kind, and respect your elders. Superman learned his humanity from humans, from wholesome middle American values. But in Zack Snyder's version, what does his family teach him?
What was I supposed to do? Just let him die?
Maybe.
They literally had Superman save a busload of kids, and his dad isn't sure if that was a good idea? Yeah, I get it. The idea was that in a realistic world, Superman, like the X-Men, might be met with people who fear and hate him because he's different. But Superman doesn't care what the cost is. He will always do the right thing. That's who he is. Well, that's silly. My version of Superman is more realistic. This is what Superman would be like in the real world. You're just used to dumb Marvel movies. Well, I can't say I loved every Marvel movie, but I have yet to see one Marvel movie as bad as Man of Steel. And after seeing the same problems in Batman v Superman: Dawn of Justice, I figured out why. When Marvel makes a movie, they start with, what is it that makes people who like this character like this character? Let's do more of that. When DC makes their movies, or at least when they made Man of Steel, they went, what is it that makes people who dislike this character dislike him? Let's do less of that. DC seems to want to appeal to the people who dislike the core idea of Superman. And I think that's why, at their core, Man of Steel and Batman v Superman don't work. They took a very dark and cynical look at not just the character, but the idea of superhero films in general. Marvel seems to enjoy bringing their comics to life. DC seems to despise it. So what does that have to do with Suicide Squad? Well, what is Suicide Squad? It's a group of criminals working black ops for the government. These are guys you call to do the type of stuff you can't ask Superman or even Batman to do. And if one or all of them get killed, who cares? They're horrible people. So why do I think this is where DC might get it right? Because these are characters you don't have to like. You're supposed to be cynical about them. They're crazy, they're deranged, they're murderers and worse.
We're bad guys.
If your filmmaking philosophy is, I don't like making films about morally upright superheroes, this is the film you make. I know, Snyder had nothing to do with the making of Suicide Squad. But the people at Warner Brothers who saw Snyder's work on Man of Steel and Batman v Superman and went, yeah, great, we love it, do more. Those same people hopefully directed Suicide Squad with the same level of disparaging motivation. So, for the exact reasons I did not like Man of Steel, I think I might enjoy Suicide Squad. Hopefully I'll let you know in a few weeks.
I can't wait to show you my toys.
I'm Mr. Divery, and that was One Geek's Opinion.
If I say it one more time, if I say it one more time, if I say it one more time.